Hey, you guys, Shalene McLeod here. I am diving in here because this is a question that I get all the time when anyone starts their coaching business. And especially as you go through this first little bit of learning about how to become a coach and the four vital behaviors, the other piece that's really important is identifying the time that you're going to dedicate to your business. And I think naturally, as we graduate, I'll say, through different periods of our business and becoming a coach, and as time really passes by, you will start to identify, okay, I really need to spend more time in this area of my business, or I'm finding I don't have enough time for this. I don't have enough time to get all the things done and make dinner and show up as a mom and be a wife or a husband or a spouse. You're gonna say these things to us, and we're gonna hear it. I know because I have said it, and I think every person on our team has said, how do you find more time? We just live in a society where we're constantly looking for more time. And we all have the same 24 hours in a day. And so what I really want to do with you right now is show you an activity that I have put together for you guys. And we're just going to break down your 24 hours and what they look like. And then we're going to break down your 24 hours on what they should look like based on the goals that you have for your business. So in terms of time and how you are going to build your business, something's got to give. You've decided that you are going to become a coach. You've decided that you want to build a business. You've decided that you want to help change other people's lives. And in this decision that you've made comes the requirement that you have to dedicate time and invest time into a business that you want to build and you want to yield results from. Because ultimately, at the end of the day, if you aren't putting time in, nothing is going to, you aren't going to achieve anything within your business. I also, though, don't want you spending 18 hours of your day building a business and having no life. There will be a pendulum swing here in your business and the time you're going to put in. And this really does depend on the goals that you have. If you want this to be a full-time business, you want to quit your job and this is all you want to do, and be at home maybe with the kids, or you just want to have more time to travel, you want to have that freedom, whatever that is for you, if that's what you're looking for, you really have to identify how much time do you have to put in this business. An hour a day likely is not going to cut it to get to those goals. So I encourage you to really share what your goal is, your ultimate goal within this business. Like, what is it that you want out of this business for yourself? And share that with your personally sponsored coach, because that's going to help them to help you identify how much time you should be allocating towards this business. I am going to say, for anyone who really wants to make anything out of this business, I would recommend that you are allocating 2 hours minimum a day into your business. Now, don't run away when I said 2 hours a day. This doesn't have to be 2 hour chunk where you're like checking in at 9 a.m., checking out at 11 o'clock. It really is something that can be broken up over the course of your day, and finding those pockets of time that you can get 15 to 20 minutes of work done on one activity as you go through your day. So I want to share my screen with you guys. I want to show you exactly what this time tracker is. And the very first thing that I want you to do, and I don't want you to get stressed about this, this is a decision that we are making together to build an incredible business. And it just takes some figuring out in the beginning. And so we're going to figure it out together. Okay. So I'm going to share my screen with you. And I'm just going to show you what this time tracker actually looks like. So here we go. This is the time tracker here, and you'll see, I'll pan out here. I feel here, yes. So you'll see there's the whole page. I'm just gonna zoom in so that I can go through some of the text so you guys can actually read it, okay? So we all have the same 24 hours in a day. I've already said that, but I want you guys to just kind of take a look at this example of what your day could potentially look like right now for you. We're all going to have a different day based on whether or not we are working full-time. Maybe we're working part-time. Maybe we're going back to school. Perhaps we're just taking care of a lot of children at home, or just one. that's a handful too. But I really want you to look at what your day is right now. So as we begin to look at the day, we've got 12 a.m. at the top. This circle is cut into 24 evenly pieces. One piece is 1 hour. And we've got 12 a.m., 6 a.m., 12 p.m., 6 p.m. Zoom out a little bit there. So you can see I've given in this example, if we're here, this is 6, that line 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 o'clock, this person's going to sleep. And 5 o'clock in the morning, they're waking up. So those are their sleeping hours. I probably guarantee you that well, I'm not going to say guarantee you because it depends on what you're currently doing, but take a look at your sleeping schedule. Are you sleeping more than 7 to 8 hours? I used to. Full disclosure, I used to sleep 8 to 9.5 hours a night, easy. And it was broken up because the kids would like wake me up and then I'd try to fall back to sleep and then they'd wake me up and I'd try to fall back to sleep. Like it was broken up a lot for a long period of time. And I think I just got into that habit of like trying to go back to bed because when you have young children, that's what happens. And so for me, the first thing I noticed, I was sleeping too much and I didn't need to be sleeping that much. I can be fully rested and fully aware and feel great with 7 hours of sleep. And so for me, I really had to hone in on my sleep. So identify what your sleep patterns are. Maybe you have a morning routine and a workout. Maybe you have an hour in the morning that you're already getting something done. Perhaps you need to get kids ready for school. Perhaps you need to get yourself ready for school. There's your work hours. You can see at 12 o'clock, there's a lunch hour. You can see there's some more work hours, and then there's some family time, dinner, cleanup, bedtime, and then a couple of hours before this person goes to sleep. So this is like a kind of an example, but what I did in this example is I showed you guys where you could potentially work your business if this is a schedule that is very similar to yours. Here you can see like in the morning, there's morning routine and workout. Give yourself an hour for morning routine and workout. There's another hour where I put a half an hour in there of inviting someone to your challenge group or to the coaching opportunity, and also a half an hour to get ready. So there's a half an hour in there that you can squeeze in a little bit of time to work your business. That half an hour could also just be checking in with a challenge group. It could be writing a social media post, whatever you need that half an hour to be. 30 minutes is a long time to be working your business in the morning. If you can find that 30 minutes, that's a great hack right there. Then there's like an hour and a half to get ready, get the kids to school, get yourself to work. If you need more time than that, great. If you need less time than that, great. Whatever it is for you, you can identify that. This person is working for 8 hours in a day. You can replace work with whatever it is. If you are at home or you work part-time or you need to shift your working hours, if you are doing shift work, you can totally do that as well. But here, this is where like you can't do anything to do with this business that is like outside work. You cannot control those hours. You have to be there. Something I want you to consider though is at work, maybe you have an hour on lunchtime that you're spending chit-chatting with coworkers. Maybe it's listening to the office gossip. Maybe it is going out for lunch instead of packing a healthy meal. Let's save on your budget. Let's make sure that we're eating according to the nutrition plan. But as well, if you have your lunch ready to go and you're prepared, now you could potentially get 45 minutes of work done. Solid 45 minutes of work done for your Beachbody business and not just gossiping or talking or wasting that time. So if you really want to hack your time, there could be some time in your schedule as well. Then at night, potentially you have family time. Maybe it's okay in the beginning and you're very clear with your family of, hey, listen, mommy might be checking her phone from time to time after school. I'm just following up with messages from people. And, when we have a game, let's go play a game and I'll make sure I put my phone away. Something like that. But just being really open and clear with everyone to say like, this is what I want for our family. And this is what I'm going to do to help get us there. Don't waste that time that you say that you're on your phone just scrolling social media. Be super, super clear about what the time is that you're spending and how you're spending it, but make sure that that's how you're showing up, okay? So have that mutual respect that your family's gonna respect that you're putting time into your business, but you're also gonna respect your family. And when you say you're working, you're actually getting that work done. Then maybe you've got dinner and cleanup, you've got some free time. Potentially you watch TV for 2 hours before you go to bed. maybe we can switch those out for power hours. And maybe those 2 hours, it's half an hour of listening to a training video, and then it's an hour and a half of making connections, following up with people, and putting up a post for your next day. There's lots of ideas on how you can work those hours in a day, but this is an example of where you could get likely 3.5 hours to build a business in a day while still having family time, while still working a full-time job, while still getting sleep, while getting a workout in, having a morning routine, whatever that might look like for you. So that is one example. I know that that won't be everyone's schedule. So if you're saying, I cannot do that right now, totally fine. Here's your opportunity. This second page, I want you guys to really fill in what a current day looks like for you. This current day for you is honestly, just be super real. Don't be what you want it to look like or what it's going to look like or what you hoped for it to be. Be really, really honest about what it actually is. And even if you don't like it. And sometimes this is the awkward work, and sometimes this is the work that we really just kind of avoid because we're like, I really don't want to know how I'm spending my time and my day. But I think it'll just show you some of your habits, and it'll give you a really great reflection on opportunities that you have to build a business that you feel like right now, I just don't have time for. I don't have time for one more thing. And I think here, this can really give you some reflection on how you're spending your time in your day and help you to show up in the areas of your life that you want to show up. That could be as a mom and a wife, as a business owner, as a husband, as a spouse, as all the things. So if you need to add another line in so that you can half hour some of these, totally feel free to do that. But start filling in your schedule for a day. I honestly would do this for 3 or 4 days in a row and just kind of see what happens over the course of those 3 or 4 days. Where actually is your time going? And be very, very aware for 3 or 4 days, hyper aware. Set a notification, a reminder on your phone where it's what are you doing right now? And then track it, okay? At the bottom, you'll see there is, once you're complete, you can kind of break down a couple of the categories, and you can start to see these are areas that I feel like you might have other areas, but these are really big areas that I feel like are a lot of time that you can hack. So the time you're sleeping, can you hack that? Or maybe you need an extra hour of sleep. I don't know how you're sleeping. Time you're watching TV, can totally hack that. Time that you're on social media mindlessly scrolling, totally hack that. Time for family. Maybe this is an area that you need to focus on or be very clear about the time that is being invested into totally family time, totally open, and that's what you're putting in. Time to do something you love. Do you love reading? Do you love writing? Do you love going for a walk? Do you love playing an instrument? Are you going to allow yourself time to enjoy the finer things in life as well? And then time for your business. That one's really key. So what is it that you're currently allowing? Total allocated time. And then is there total unallocated time? Is there time that you really have no idea what you're doing or what's happening? I do. I recommend doing this every single quarter. I do. Now we're going to move into the last part of this tracker, and with the time in your day, you're going to see how you're spending it. You've broken it into all these little categories here. You can identify where you can cut time, where you need to add time, and if there's any open time, what's going on there, what's happening, and then fill in what you want your day to look like. How can you hack your time and be insanely productive with the time you do have while still having balance? I don't even like the word balance, but while still showing up for your family and of course getting house chores done and having some other things done. But here's the trick. You are going to have to ask for help in this business. We all have the same 24 hours in a day, but we all are in this together. And so if you feel like you need more of a hack in the way you're showing up in your business, maybe you're spending too much time in one area. You could have 2.5 hours of your business and you are still not getting through the business activity tracker. That is something entirely different that we need to hack into. But this exercise specifically, I want you to just fill in this last page here on the time you are going to give. And again, at the bottom, unallocated time, there's no unallocated time. We are going to use every hour we have, and that could be resting. That could mean that you give yourself an hour a day where you are just unplugged, and you are resting. It could be 2 hours a day that you are giving to your family, whatever that is for you. There's no right or wrong, but you have to give time for your business. You have to dedicate time to your business, and it has to be a non-negotiable. It can't be something that comes last. It cannot be something that comes after all the other things get done. This is something that has to come first, and it has to come first because it is getting you to a goal that you want for yourself or for your family or both. And that goal could be just paying a couple extra bills. It could be going to Disney on a dream vacation. It could be saving for that beautiful home that you've always wanted to have. It could be saving for that second home or cottage that you wanted to have. It could be saving for retirement. There's so many things that having a business like this can do for you. And what is that why? What is going to drive you to find the time to build your business every single day? So I hope that this helps you guys. When you fill out your time trackers, I would really, really, really encourage you guys. I want you guys to send this to your personally sponsored coach. I want you to make sure that they know the time that you're going to build your business too, because I think that goes both ways, and you have this mutual respect of like understanding how they're showing up in their business and how you're showing up in your business. And that gives them a good reflection of how much time to pour into you based on how much time you're pouring into your business. So share this with your coach. It is so important. Reflect on this every quarter. Have fun with it. Be excited with the fact that you can find time in your day to do all the things that you want to do. I promise it can happen. And then we can dive into another training based on the time you have on your day of achieving all of the tasks that go along with building a business. Okay, so this exercise here is merely just to find the time for your business. Then we're going to hack into how you use that time to the best of your ability. Okay? I'm going to stop sharing this. Thank you guys so much for watching this and going through everything with us. We are so, so, so excited that you are here, and we are ready to help you. If you have questions, please reach out to us. We want to make sure that we are getting you all the information that you need, and that we are providing all the tools and resources that are going to help you to build the business that you want and the business of your dreams. Bye, guys.